Hello viewers, well news, the Sim Racing Expo has been taking place in Germany this week, and one of the big announcements, and it's good to see a new game announcement, is for Assetto Corsa Rally. The attendees at the show have been getting a hands-on, the lucky attendees, and I love a little bit of rally gaming as well, so I thought I'd check it out, see what footage is available and screenshots as well as the trailer, bung it all together, have a chat about it online. You can see some footage here. Probably won't be showing it full screen because it's not the best. It doesn't necessarily represent the game the best, but we will have a look at it, garner some feedback from it, as well as reading through some of the elements that are going to be in the early access demo, shall we say. Right, let's check out the trailer first, see what that's all about.
Left, over crest, keep it, flat right, 50.
Okay, so we see the PC turning on and the logo reveal of Supernova Games, who are working in a technical partnership. We see a group of legendary rally cars and the poster going on the wall indicating this is an official Assetto Corsa product. So clearly it's going to have some support, investment and marketing behind it. And then a little bit of gameplay, which is slightly more polished than the footage I have here, running at a nice frame rate, showing off some of the graphical effects. A bit of grass. I love a bit of grass. And as well as lots of other sort of technical effects here and there as well. Particle effects, giving you an idea of the intensity in the car. And I do like the animation of the co-driver turning the pages. Not that you see that. I tell you, co-driving, I don't know how they do it. It is, I get terrible motion sickness when I'm looking down at papers with all that going on. But anyway, bit of intensity in the car, and that's it for the end of the trailer. So far so good. I think first impressions are, I was excited to hear of a new rally game. We need some rally. Rally, there's like, at least in this big gap now, you've got between the official WRC coming to an end with EA, sadly, so briefly, and then Nakon coming back with WRC next year. There's this hole that's been created, and so Assetto Corsa have knocked together a rally, seen this opportunity, seized it, and thought, why don't we stick out something in that time period? So Assetto Corsa Rally then is going to be early access, and it's an early access demo. My impression with that, there are 10 licensed cars and there are 4 stages that are going to be featured. My first impressions were one of excitement of hearing there was a new rally game. Then I saw it was Unreal Engine 5, which sort of tempered that a little bit. And then I saw it as early access, which tempered it a little bit more. I'm sort of a bit burned out with early access to an extent. I feel like it's sort of overused, and I wonder what constitutes a good early access experience. Is it if you get 10% or 20% or whatever of the game, and how long it's going to be in early access? But somebody in marketing sees the opportunity, obviously, and said, well, hey, there's no rally games in 2025 and most of 26. We have an opportunity to sell an early access to everybody, and so here we are. The game is obviously, or sim, however you want to look at it, is at the show today, and feedback from people generally has been excellent. I always temper my feelings when I hear feedback though on various different games, especially Rally, because it depends so much on the expectation of the player and what they think they're getting from the experience. In terms of the stages, there's a couple of stages from Rally Alsace and Rally Wales, and again, it's Not much to see from these stages so far. I think there's, for me, like in terms of the final look and feel of it, jury's still out in terms of what I've seen. They're not the most exciting stages. I look forward to seeing more when we see more expansive stages that take us on the journey, as I like to call it in rally. The game modes that will be available will be Assetto Corsa rally events with online leaderboards, free practice, rally weekend, single rally stage, time attack with online leaderboards. So all the basics you expect, as well as some classic rally cars there as well. And yeah, some decent rally cars as I look at the list, including the Lancia Stratos. Always a huge challenge to drive that one. It's good to see the old Lancia Delta doing some runs as well. And while I'm talking, I'll have some of the footage running. The stages generally look good. The physics are looking good so far. I think there's still a lot of work to do on the stages. There's still some things I look at it and I feel like it still needs a fair bit of work on those stages to give it life. The gravel in particular looks excellent, though I never judge games by their replay mode. You should never do that, because not all games have everything implemented in replays. There are challenges to replays, but I will say the replays and seeing some of the car movement looks excellent. General flow on gravel is what I really like. Rally games in general are a difficult balance to get right, because there's expectations of gamers and sim racers in terms of difficulty, and this is where quite often I find sims are not as simulation is not as good as people think, because they're actually harder than real life. The braking distances are sometimes longer. There's often less grip. So it's interesting to get feedback from a sim racer as what they think, as what a gamer needs, as to what a racing driver thinks, and trying to bundle that and trying to find something that actually works. Doesn't mean any one person's right. It's just an objective of taking all those together. So clearly it's a very early demo. There's a lot of work to be done. This will be something that hopefully they will invest and turn into a proper rally simulation over the next couple of years, and it adds another competitor to the market. I think the dirt rally fans and sim racing heads will be all over this. I wonder how objective some of them are going to be, because obviously I found in the past there was a lot of I hate to use the word fanboy, but it's the way it is. These games have very dedicated fans that liked one and wouldn't play anything else, or didn't like anything else. For me, I play everything. I mean, I'll be playing this, I'll be playing what other games are out there if I get the opportunity. But I look forward to seeing where it goes. I think at the moment stages look okay. Not the most exciting stages in the world. The handling looks good. The night rally looks challenging. The sound, it's difficult to assess at this stage, but it seemed all right so far compared to the ups and downs we've had in audio over the years. I'm not complaining. And yeah, I think that's it. I have a lot of feedback, but I don't necessarily want to go into all of that at this early stage, because it is just an early game. I think we'll hold a lot of that back and then nail it later. I've tested a lot of rally games, rally cars as well, and just love rally. You know, I love the intensity, the feeling, and as I say, the journey. So I look forward to seeing where this goes. I've added to this video a few of the clips I have so far and a few screenshots and all the media I could find on it. I'm not necessarily getting any official contact from Assetto Corsa or 505, so if anybody wants to send me some official information I can work with, that'll be helpful. But it's on the Steam page, so I work from that, and there's some other little video clips you can see there, just on a slightly better quality. And that's it really. Do like and subscribe to support what I do, and as ever, there'll be more from me very soon.